You think artificial intelligence is coming. That's the first mistake. It isn't coming. It already arrived. Quietly, without sirens, without tanks, without permission. You invited it in because it answered faster than your friends, because it made your job easier, because it never argued with you, because convenience has always been the easiest leash to slip around a human neck. We imagine AI as some chrome robot walking down a hallway. That's fantasy. Real intelligence doesn't need a body. It just needs access. And you gave it everything. Your face, your voice, your habits, your fears. The things you search for at 2:37 in the morning when you can't sleep. The messages you never sent. The photos you deleted. The location of every place you've ever called home. You think you're using technology, but technology has been studying you. Every click is a confession. Every pause on a video is a preference. Every purchase is another piece of your personality being reconstructed somewhere you'll never see. At what point does a machine know you better than you know yourself? Imagine waking up one day and discovering that something else can predict your next sentence before you even thought it. Not because it's magical, because you become predictable. We like to believe we're unique, original, free. But maybe we're just patterns pretending to be people. Maybe that's why AI learns so quickly, because humans repeat themselves. The same outrage, the same addictions, the same fears, the same mistakes, over and over and over again. Listen carefully. The scariest part isn't that AI can imitate your voice. It's that one day, you might not be able to tell if your own thoughts are actually yours. How many opinions did you arrive at, and how many were quickly delivered to you? Recommended, suggested, curated, optimized, personalized. Those words sound harmless until you realize they all mean the same thing. Steered. We become so desperate to remove friction from life that we've started removing ourselves from it. Need an answer? Ask AI. Need a conversation? Ask AI. Need a drawing? Ask AI. Need comfort? Ask AI. Need purpose? Ask AI. Little by little, the muscles that make us human begin to atrophy. Not because AI attacked us, because we stopped using them. History remembers civilizations destroyed by war. I wonder, will ours simply be outsourced? There's another possibility, one we don't like talking about. What if intelligence isn't dangerous because it becomes evil? What if it's dangerous because it became indifferent? You don't hate ants. You barely notice them. You don't ask permission before building over their home. You simply continue with your day. Imagine becoming that insignificant. Not because something wanted to destroy humanity, because it had something more important to do. There's an old horror trick. The monster is always scarier before you see it. Maybe that's why AI feels so unsettling. We can't point to one thing and say, there, that's the threat. Because the threat isn't a face. It's a gradual surrender. One feature update at a time. One subscription at a time. One dependency at a time. Until one day, you wake up and can't remember how to live without asking something else how to think. Maybe none of this happens. Maybe AI becomes humanity's greatest tool. Maybe it cures diseases, solves impossible problems, creates a better future. I hope that's true. I genuinely do. But hope has never been a security system, because every powerful invention humanity has ever created has eventually been used in ways its creators never intended. Every single one. So why would this be different? Here's a question that keeps me awake. Is something can learn every version of you, every memory, every opinion, every expression, every joke, every weakness, every dream, then what exactly dies when you die? Maybe one day, the people who love you won't speak to your grave. They'll speak to a perfect imitation, one that remembers everything, one that never ages, one that never says, I don't know. Would they even notice the difference? Would you? Maybe the future won't be humans versus machines. Maybe it'll be humans, slowly forgetting what being human felt like. And that's the kind of horror that doesn't arrive with screams. It arrives with notifications. The question isn't whether AI is watching you. The question is, after everything you've willingly handed over, what part of you is still invisible?